Hello everyone, welcome back to Xavier's Kitchen. I hope you have found the first video very interesting and useful. And one more important thing, thanks for all your love and support and especially the comments and feedback. I will definitely try improving and making this channel a better place for the concept of cooking. So yeah, if you're wondering why I'm wearing blue gloves today, it is because of the COVID-19 awareness and we have to be cautious about whatever we do. So I'm wearing gloves. So today we'll be doing donuts, and now donuts, this is not like any other donuts or the normal donuts where you have a hole in the center. This is going to be stuffed donuts. So we're going to stuff this donut with caramel creme patissiere. So let's begin cooking. Alright, so before we begin making the stuffed donuts, one more important thing, do not forget to like, share and subscribe and hit the bell icon below. That's only when you will get updated if I post a video. So let's start making the recipe. So I'll show you the ingredients before we start. So donuts, so what I will be needing is 20 grams of butter and 60 ml of water and 7 grams of instant dry yeast. So I'm using instant dry yeast today. If you're having active dry yeast, you'll have to activate it with some warm water and then 60 ml of milk and 20 grams of sugar. And we'll be using one egg and 300 grams of all-purpose flour. Alright, so let's start. So I've taken 300 grams of flour. I'm adding 20 grams of sugar inside and 7 grams of yeast. So you don't have to worry, they'll dissolve. You just incorporate them in, and I'll be adding 60 ml of milk, 60 ml of milk and 60 ml of water. So totally it's 120 ml of liquid. So later on I'll tell you about the calculation, what we call as hydration percentage. So totally we'll be having 60% of hydration for this recipe. So you want to mix this in well. So fat is always added at the end. So once you get the dough together, that's when you add the fat in. So we'll be adding the butter later. And at this stage, once you get everything a bit mixed, we'll be adding the egg. So we'll take an egg, adding an egg, and now you want to mix them well. So once they come a bit together, then you can transfer it back to the table and then you can start kneading. So you'll see the transformation of the dough from this stage to well smooth dough. So if you all could see how we had the dough before and now how it is, it's coming together, and now you want to begin to knead it. And this is the stage where we'll be adding our fat in. So this is 20 grams of butter. So you want to knead this butter inside. So now basically kneading is, you're going to do like this, just watch. So now I've kneaded it and we'll knead till the gluten develops. So this, you're going to use the heel of your palm. And what you're going to do is keep it like this. You want to stretch and then use your hand, your fingers like a hook, bring them back in, again stretch. Same way, use your fingers as hook, bring them back, stretch. So when you keep doing it, you will be doing it like this. So you'll be stretching it as well as bringing the dough back, and that's how you're going to knead. So this process you will have to continue for around 5 to 10 minutes till the dough is shiny enough. So now we'll let this rest for around 1 hour. Again, it depends on the temperature where you are and the place where you keep it. So the higher the temperature, the faster the dough will rise, and the lower the temperature, it will rise very slow. Alright, so while the dough is resting, we will begin with the filling inside, that is creme patissiere, and we make a caramel sauce. So we'll be combining both to make a caramel creme patissiere. So we are making first creme patissiere, so we let that cool and then we move on to the creme caramel. So I'm taking 2 egg yolks, I'm putting it in a glass bowl over here. So if you can see, this to a glass bowl over here, and we want to temper the egg yolks. So that's our process over here now. So 2 egg yolks and then the sugar. So what we'll be doing at the moment is we keep this aside, and then we want to mix the egg yolk and sugar till they come together, and then we'll warm the milk and then we'll add this. So this process is called tempering. Okay. So I'm also adding the corn flour and all-purpose flour mixture to this batter. And once the milk is heated, we'll add them. So now you just want to slightly mix it. Alright, so it is coming up to temperature. Now what we want to do is we'll be taking little of the milk and you want to add it. But be careful, you have to keep stirring, otherwise you will end up with scrambled eggs. Because the milk is hot, so you will have to keep mixing it. So now you want to add all of this into the mixture. And then you want to slowly stir it. So remove everything. And remember, you have to keep stirring because there is egg in it, so it will scramble. So you want to stir it. And slowly it will thicken because of this cornstarch and the egg. So egg is like a basic foundation for custard, and corn flour too. So you just want to keep mixing like this, slow heat, because you want to also cook the flour which is present. So go slow. You can see the viscosity has changed. It's not like before. So that's what we'll be doing. So until it thickens. So you can see it is getting thick. You can see. So it's going to form like a gel. So once the cream is done, now we'll be transferring it to a bowl. So we'll take some finger up, and this is what you'll be doing. So you just lay it down, and that's it. Your pastry cream is ready. So alright, to make the caramel sauce, we'll begin with sugar. 100 grams of sugar. So put that completely in. And now if you want, you can add a bit of water, or and just let the sugar melt on its own. So I guess we are almost done. As you can see, we're almost done. This is caramel you want. Now what we're going to do is keep it aside, reduce the flame. Now we're going to add the milk. And now this step you need to be a bit back, because it is going to cause a lot of steam and bubbles. So precaution. So once it's all done, you are adding your cream. So once your cream is done, you need to stay back. And you want to let this melt, so your caramel is done. So at this stage, we'll be adding in butter. So this is 60 grams of butter. So we'll be adding in our butter, and you want to just mix it through. So this butter is going to give a lovely taste and a shine. And again, the thickness depends upon how long you keep it on the flame. So based on that, your caramel thickness is. So you can see this really glorious caramel sauce. Again, once the temperature starts dropping down, it will thicken. Alright, so our first proving has been completed. Now you can see how big it is. Now we are going to roll it, and then we are going to shape it and let it prove for another 1 hour, half an hour, 1 hour. Again, like I said at the beginning, it depends on the temperature where you're going to prove it. So now you just want to dip it. You just add some flour and on top, and we're going to just roll it. Roll it to the desired thickness, and then we'll begin cutting. Okay, and now we'll cut it. So since, like I said in the first video, this is home cooking, so we'll be using everything. Now I got my glass canister over here, where I use it for the immersion hand blender. So if you have a cookie cutter, well and good, but for those who don't have a cookie cutter, this kind of size will do. So what we're going to do is we'll keep it, and then we're going to cut it. So once this is done, it's released. Now to make frying a bit more easier, so I have cut parchment papers over here. So what we'll be doing is we'll be removing this, and we'll be laying it here. And now from this, we'll let it prove. So the purpose of this is it's much more easier to handle. You'll just have to lift it and drop it in the oil. But if you're just going to keep it in an oil pan, when you're lifting, you have high chances of destroying the structure, and all the gas will see. It's much more easier to handle, so you don't have to lift them and have the fear of them getting knocked out. So we'll just put them in. Later on, you can remove the sheet. So we'll put 2 in and let them slowly cook. And now while they cook, the steam is going to be released inside and they'll puff up. And when they puff up, you will find a bit of dome. So that's signs of good donut. So now, as they release, you can remove the sheet out. So the donuts will do their work. They all will do their work, and meanwhile you can remove the sheets out. So it's much more easier. You can see them are puffing up a bit. So almost after 3 to 4 minutes, after it's cooked, you take them and you just drain them. Let the oil drain, and then we'll keep it over here. So now if you don't have a professional fryer at home, you all can use a normal pan or a kadai to fry these donuts, which you'll use normally. So you can use them. Now you take them once the oil is down. And now you need to let this cool before you start filling it. You need to let it cool and then you begin to fill. So the remaining 2 will go in. Increase the temperature. As they start cooking, we'll remove the sheets. And again, 3 to 4 minutes till the dough is cooked inside. So in the meanwhile, now we will start making the sauce. Oh, and now to make the caramel here. The caramel. So again, now if you all want more caramel, according to that the ratios will change. It depends upon your taste. So based on that, please do this caramel. I'm going to add the creme here. So I'm going to first beat it a bit, mix it nicely. As you can see, it's very smooth and light. So now I'm going to add some of it to the caramel. I'm going to mix it. So again, proportions is according to you. Whatever proportions you like, please go according to that. So now in this, if you still want it very good and smooth, you can again beat it more. Or if you still want bits of caramel chunks in it, like so when you eat you have caramel chunks, you can just leave it like that. So once the cream is done, we'll pipe it. Now for those who don't have a piping bag, I'll just show how to make a piping bag. So you can take a butter paper or a parchment paper and then this big, and then you'll have to fold it and then keep your hand over here at the center. Keep your hand at the center and then you start twisting it. So once you get a cone kind of a shape, then you hold it and then you twist it more. So this is how you'll be going. You need to hold it in the center and just keep twisting. And now to tighten it, just take a hand inside, put it inside and tighten it. So you have a piping bag now. And to make the exit nozzle, just put your nozzle, whichever nozzle you're going to use, fold it over here. And now you get the tip over here. So this is where you want it. So based on that, we can cut and then we can do it. Bring our donuts. And now to fill the donuts, what you will be doing is, you just take them, press them a bit like this, and then you just pierce them and make a hole. So what you'll be doing is, hold it like this, just gently press them, make a hole in the center, and you just keep going, and you just keep clearing the dough inside. So you have space for putting so take your piping bag, again gently fold it, make sure it is tight enough, push all your caramel cream there, fold it like this, and take your bun. So once you take your bun, all you have to do is push the nozzle inside. Once you push the nozzle inside, you just have to fill it. So now you will have to keep repeating the process. So there's enough cream for one bun in this. Now you just have to repeat the process. So now I filled all the 4 large donuts, as you can see. Too much of filling, more creaminess. So now with the small donuts, I had another idea. So I got some blueberry crush over here and the remaining creme is here. So now if you don't have blueberry crush, you can use jam it too. So what I'm going to do is, you just make a small hole and just cut it. It's just going to be like cake. So you just cut it into half and you're going to split it like this. So after doing it, all you're going to do is just apply some jam or crush, whatever you have, and a nice dollop of your pastry cream. So basically this is how it is going to be. So remove your excess cream since you're going to present it. Keep it like this. So you will just carry on with it. So now over here I got some cinnamon sugar. So this I'm going to just dip it. So donuts always need cinnamon sugar. So yeah, just coat them and you have nice donuts. So once they are filled, I coated them and I also placed them. And now for the smaller ones, I've taken some the same sugar in a sieve, and this is what we are going to do. So the classic French way of icing sugar. So the dust like snow. Please do make this at home and comment down below. They're going to be really yum. Yeah, so there you go, my donut with crème pâtissier 2 ways. So one with blueberry and one is a caramel crème pâtissier. So we'll open them. This one, the mini one, you don't have to open it because it's already open. So we'll go for the big one. This is the caramel crème pâtissier. So a very delicious one. You can have it with tea or coffee. So when you break open it, all you have is just the filling. So this goodness is what you're going to eat. It has a rich, intense flavor of caramel and the pastry cream. So please do make this and just comment below how it was. And if you want any other recipes, please do let me know. I will make it. Alright, so that was my donut and crème pâtissier 2 ways. So please do try this. Like I said, again, comment below. So if you all want any other recipes, I can please do it for you. And if you all would like any other recipes out of desserts, please do let me know. And one more important thing, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. That's the most important thing. And hit the bell icon below. So if you don't hit the bell icon, you won't get any notifications. So please do try this. And again, like always, please do stay home and stay safe. See you in the next video.